Greetings, and once again, thank you for inviting me onto your screen. So, as the stream title says, I'm going to be going back to our dungeon. So, for now, let's save a dungeon and see what I built several months ago. This would have been, I believe, when the Unity thing. Hang on. Need to stop doing this. So yes, this was about the first Unity debacle happened. Oh shit. Oh, I'll demonstrate it in a bit then. Put this out. Was not dungeon generator, but just dungeon. The dungeon floor on there, which is going to be. Sorry, I made a previously, just before the stream, I decided I was going to separate the dungeon generator and dungeon floor classes from the actual dungeon. So I'm just finishing this off, and then I'll demonstrate what I did that time ago. So dungeon floor needs a check passable, which is going to be it right at the bottom. So generate floor will be get that. Yep. Get pat. Okay. Comment out the whatchamacallit, the print statement. That should. But this is going to result in it. It's tricky, it is. That gets node of the dungeon floor, just current floor, which is here. But then, aha. Okay. That's null, then get rid of it. Then the current floor will be instantiated as its own, then current floor. No, it would be. Hang on. Current floor equals add value, yeah. Then add it as a child. That'll do for now. Then to generate the floor, it would be another there void. Current floor is equal to get node, which is going to be our dungeon generator. Dungeon generator. No, that's... There we go. On the stream. Okay. Generate floor does not exist in the... Get dungeon generator, which is called dungeon generator, but we can't change it to generate floor because... Generate. And yeah, that instantiates the floor alongside. So then we need to put dungeon.c onto here. Then instead of generating from dungeon generator, we instead generate from dungeon. Hang on. Ah. It should build or it might not. If it builds, it should. Yeah, so it generates a dungeon. We have errors. Cannot connect to press the provide callable is not valid. Cannot add child because it already has one. Ah, okay. Yeah. Can we play it? We can't play it. Can't move. Because, yeah. Which basically means in... Ah, yes. Get rid of that. Don't want to add it as a child. You can just add it as a child of... These two we can... Okay, guess I'm going to disconnect them both manually. I just click that. Connect. Right now. Generate the floor, and it's it usually takes about just under a second. This generates a 25 by 25 grid. It the moving still doesn't bloody work. The rotating does, but moving doesn't for some reason. Also the UI doesn't get initialized for some reason. I think that's because it was done in the battle scene test, and instead want to do it in dungeon or dungeon exploration party. Sure. Generation took 838 milliseconds. Not. It's Cannot found current floor. I didn't bloody name it. That's why. Sure. For now, I'm just going to rename it as is. Or I could not be an idiot and just get dungeon, which is the parent dot current floor. Yeah, I think that might be better. Check passable. I think that's how you get the parent node. I'm fairly sure. If it's not, we can just call get parents, hard code it. The floor. I probably want to do it on ready actually. Wait, yeah, that's so good. So yeah, you can move around. If you try and move into a wall, it won't let you. I think there was this one thing where if I click that and then onto there, it's for some reason it ended up pointing pointing at a 45-degree angle and the moving's all skewed. Yeah, that was just something. If there's a door, you can go through it. I'm not sure if you can see the tiles here, but this will be room 51. Go here, it's a different room, which is room 8. Yeah, the rooms are generated randomly. So yeah, they're not in random order. This will be room 1. So yeah, ideally, each room would have a different role on the enemy spawn table, and if you roll, yeah, so you'll have a chance of either not having a enemy group, enemy party, or it might, have one of whatever, however many. There are bugs, namely if you try and move and do all this at the same time and move all this, like, yeah, you can see here I've I think it's like if you try and move and try and yeah, rotate at the same time, it's produces some rather odd behavior, but we'll be looking into fixing movement a bit later on. First order of business though is to yeah, fix this with the dungeon. I don't think we need to name current floor, we can just leave it that. Blah 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 blah. Current floor, get the node of the dungeon, yes. So this is the player exploration party. Party UI equals yes, all this. Sure. Now, what did I do in battle scene? Here's battle scene. So I want to open that and we'll know what I did to initialize the player part. This is player part. Skill selected, blah 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 blah. Sure. Here we go. So yeah. But this is somewhat of a mistake. Yeah. Combat dot player party, whatever. Player party display. Oh yes. Party UI. There we go. Now that should initialize our guys. Our dudes, our boys. Oh. Okay. That's rather odd. Was there something that I did with the... Ah, yes. Why is this not on ready for the player party? Yeah, we should... When it's on ready, we'll... on ready, we'll say it's currently have a max health, so this will be when the game loads. Just in preparation for a new game. However, if we load a game, then it will be set, in the load function. But for now, we'll just initialize it to their max values. Let's try again. This dungeon generator, it's going to take, I think it's a seed if you want, a biome which basically dictates what tiles these are. They've currently got castle. Might want some, yeah, some, what do you call them, environment artists. Later on, this attack and defend needs to be. We're not in combat, so this needs to be. What's the word? Out. Really forgot. Okay. So yeah, we're walking around and our dudes have their own thing, and let's say, I don't know, Shinri takes a hit and just pretend his HP is at, I don't know, 20 or something. Just click on that, click on that, click on that. Except we don't have a targeting line because that's in what's it called? It's in the battle scene test. That's why it doesn't work. Sure. And then when we have when we encounter enemies, at the moment they'll probably just attack straight away. So roll initiative straight away and on there, and yeah. However, we might want to say, okay, there are X enemies here, and then just have a button that you can click here to start the combat. And, you know, if you get out immediately, you know, they won't fight you. Or there might be a sense of, oh, the Takodachi haven't noticed you there, so if you start combat, you get a sneak attack on them. But, you know, there's mechanics to add rather than, you know, part of the base game. Also, I need a minimap. That might also be a good idea. Where would I put it, though? Because I'm thinking here. Then that'll leave dead space here. So that means I'll need to shift the party UI here, but then it'll be off-center. And definitely a decision to make. I'll say that much. Okay. So I'm going to go back to battle scene test for the time being because I want skills to work out of combat as well. So if I open battle scene test, the targeting line is going to be get no targeting line, blah 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 blah. What I'm going to do, however, is this targeting line has an active state changed, yes, and then on targeting line active state changed, which is on ... which is the battle scene test. But then that would need to go into the dungeon or whatever, or the battle scene manager, I don't know. But yeah, the exact scene test, it exposes a signal and we can go through there. Right. Just thinking how I'm going to play this. Would copy this, then hide that. Go into our party UI. Add targeting here. But then if it's going to be it's going to inherit from line 2D, so it's not going to be. It's not going to follow the rules of container, right? I think. Okay, that's fine. Point to find closed is off. That's correct. Right, I'm going to do though is that I'm disconnect this. Nothing on. This is going to be in the party. Bleh, not this. This is going to have a targeting line. Private targeting line. And then put this in enter tree. Yeah, it's going to be a member of the actual scene itself, or more of a composition kind of thing. So yeah, we'll put a underscore to note that. Let's see. Is that ready? So targeting line is that, and then on ready it would be targeting line. Oh god, here we go. Player party skill selected equal. Player party is going to be our player party display, which is on here. Skill selected plus equals this. Okay, so copy this. This is going to go into here. Skill selected is yes, on which emits the signal and then goes from there. Targeting line does not. Okay, now it does. Okay. Targeting line player party displays equals all displays, and then yeah, on entity selected, that's going to be moved to player party display. Targeting line casting entity. Yeah. That's how it should work. So then we're going to remove all of this. I'm going to comment it out. And then this. Also, that's fine. On targeting line active state changed. Well, now I'm just going to put player party dot targeting line, and then we'll do this later, and then maybe turn this when we turn this into the battle scene manager, then it'll well, so targeting line. Go if for some reason we want to access it directly. Right now, scene test this targeting line. We're going to disable just so we're sure that the only one that exists is the one that UI. Save. I'm gonna move it up. Don't think its initial position actually matters. So targeting line, player by displays targeting line, get those. Yeah, okay. Go into our tester. And if this works, we can delete this targeting line here. It doesn't. It's going to be that easy. Resist non-existent resource at combat enemy data.cs. What? This has nothing to do with the targeting. Enemy back row. For some reason, yeah, that hasn't been. Wait. Where's the enemy front row? It was exported, right? So, well, it's got Bobber and we've got Waterman. Yes. These failed load resource enemy data.c. Oh, right. But I changed the I moved enemy data to combat entities here. I put it in the entity subfolder, but for some reason this thing hasn't. I think you just reload the current project and that forces everything to re-update. Oh no, wait, this is Visual Studio, I don't want that. Come on. Whoosh. Error loading battle scene test. Sake, what? How? I haven't moved them at all. What the hell's going on? Are you fucking kidding me? Yes, that's fine. They're not. Nothing's broken. So open it. Oh, what the fuck? This is ridiculous. Fuck's sake. Bubba, right here. Oh no, it's not fucking opening. Why is it not opening? It's right freaking here. I didn't change it at all. What the hell's going on? Hang on, let me check something. Not my file system. Why does it open when on this screen? Okay. Edit with Notepad. If you move it, yeah, if you move something to one script class, enemy data, slowed steps 9, format 9 because of that. Ability to store growth, external resource script, enemy data.cs. But why doesn't this update? Why the hell does this not update? Oh, god damn it. Right. Fuck. Okay, enemy data is in combat entities slash. Right, save that. Okay, Bloop works, but everyone else doesn't because can't even. Right, this is the copy path. Fucking kidding me right now. Nothing. seriously, Godot, fix your shit. This is not... If I had made more than 6 enemies right now, I would have just chucked the project in the bin. This is just ridiculous. This is just absolutely, completely and utterly ridiculous that I have to do this. I have to go into each Trez file individually. Well, no, hang on. I have to go into every single Trez file. Right? And then do a find and replace. Why can't the editor do this? Why can't I do this in the editor? Why can't I say, oh, we can't find this. We can't find the location of the script anymore. Would you like to point to where it is now? No, just doesn't even do that. Instead, I have to go into fucking Notepad++ and they do the thing again. Right. This is just completely itty. Yes. And now I have to check bloop. Well, no, it's just these 4. 1. And of course it's 2, 3, 4. I also need to do... No, I did do Bubba. Right. Now that everything's hopefully fixed. Oh look! It works! You could have done this automatically, but for some reason... whatever, it's gone now. Works, dish. Okay, now it's just not populating with skills. Because of course it wouldn't. This isn't... Fuck's sake! Okay, fine. So apparently, yeah, if we do this... I do all this and then in player party display, for some reason it won't, because the combat's just not ready. Fine. This is fine. Player party displays targeting lines fine. All displays equals yes. Guest member that. Party member displays and guest member display. Those need to... Oh, it's because I changed... Wait, did I change them and now they have to... No, that's not the... This... Right, we went to the tree. Get the the path, get to it, right? Yes. We go to here. Yeah. Get node to the front row path. Yes. Get children of that and onto there. And then already display clicked plus equals that, but then... Where's the connect to? Where the fuck is this? Okay. No. Right, now let's try it. Right, so we are... Oh, for fuck's sake. It's just one thing after another. I move one thing and everything else breaks. Enemy party displays because it's full. Null, even. Land bar displays equals. So where are the enemy displays? On here, you wazzock. Okay, that should fix it. Okay, so this should use a deer, but then the X uses Y on Z. That's not that, and then... Okay. So, motion, where are we? Yes. Mouse motion dot global position endpoint equals cursor position. Reticule dot global position equals that. Equals the cursor position, but the endpoint is going to be... okay, fine. Because our targeting line, for some reason, is going to be in... It's going to be positioned here and not here, which is why that when we do click something, it's all the way down here. Right? Yeah. If I go to edible children and if I put the targeting line, it's here. The position is down here, which, yeah, click that and then it just goes all the way to the right. Whereas this is quite rightly set at 6 minus 3. So, I don't know, global position is equal to vector 2.0. It's a bit of a hack, but hey, at least it works. Okay, so the targeting actually works now. So now it's just a case of, if we're out of combat, use the thing anyway. Which is in Entity, which I don't have open. Entity. Entity.cs, yes. Oh dear. Oh. Talk about a pain in the ass. Oof. entity, perform an action, or rather set next action. So the targeting line is going to be close that action. It's action, then blah 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 blah. Emit signal, deactivate, yes. There. Deactivate here. That's the first one. Right. And the cursor. Sure. Active mouse button indexing. Regional. It's signal entity selected. And there's no references, because of course there aren't. Which means I'm going to have to go through all of the bloody way again. Let's set next action. Here we go. Oop. Yes. Alright, so entity selected, target line selected. Okay. Set next action on there, places. This. There then. So it's here. Okay, so if we're in combat then if combat sort that's active. Combat instance. Combat active. Give me this. Else. Yeah, if we're out of combat. If out of combat, use skill immediate. And then if, yeah, next action, target aren't being set, which means that the thing, okay. Let's try it out. Please don't kill Flayan. Okay, good. Oh. It used it on itself. Same. What? Single, not self. Single. Does it work in... Does it work in combat properly? Wait for someone to take damage. Right. Does Shinri get healed? Shinri does not. Okay, so it is a targeting thing. Modifier target, yeah, it's a single can target ally. Single can target allies, yes. Hit targets equals new list of energy multiplies mutex. They are not. So modifier would be the heal modifier, which is, yes, that. The targets for each non-targets modifier can apply to target modifier do apply to caster target. Hit targets add. Have I got these mixed up? I have got them backwards. Oh, okay. Sure. That is pretty dumb of me. That was very, very dumb of me. Okay. Yeah, that would explain why that bug got introduced. Because yeah, I wrote that code before stream. Bubba, watermelon. Yeah, these name tags need to okay. Lion Regis is critted. Okay, yeah, that works. You also needed. Okay, good. We're not spending energy though, which is kind of odd. We do spend energy if we are in combat, but we're not. No, we do spend energy when we're in combat, but not when we're out of combat, which means that, yeah, there is a perform action, and the perform action has an if next action spend energy. You brain. How could you have forgotten that? If action dot spend energy. This action use on the target. Okay. Try it again. Read it all up. Okay, I'm just going to pretend that. Yeah, you can cast skills when you're dead. We do need checks against that, but it works for the time being. Yeah, healing, and then just pretend that doesn't exist because this is just a debug heal. Sure. Rightio, so we can use skills outside of combat now. Mostly. Actually, while we're here, if Fangcaster dot is alive, return false, and then or is otherwise disabled. There is a can. I did put a can use. Can target. Okay. Yeah, can target. Okay, sure. If, but then no, that needs a target rather than a caster. Can use on, and then put something like can use. Should be a user, but all right. To do check for caster being disabled in ways other than death. Return caster dot is alive. Oh, for God's sakes. This is one of those things where I wish there was an autocorrect. Don't realise how much you need until it's gone, I suppose. Check the cost has been disabled in ways other than death. Return caster is alive. Yes. Yes. Right. Go back to the dungeon. Generate our floor. The reason why this floor looks the same all the time is because I'm using a set seed. 2220, I believe. Yeah. I don't know about you. Does it feel like the party window's taking up too much of the screen? I This attack and defend needs to... These need to be disabled because for some reason I can't hide them when you're... Yeah, sure. Can't hide the attack and defend options. You can only disable them. So... Yeah, for some reason the... Actually, the context menu I can do now. In lieu of anything better to do. Or just call it procrastination. Yeah, we'll call it that. So, blah, 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 da, da, da. So, because combat isn't actually starting or ending, we need to okay. I'm gonna put all of this into its own method because we're doing pretty much the same things, or just inverted. Not public. Void on combat enter entry on and combat active state changed. All new state. So we use state because if we're in combat, we want to set it to enabled. If we're out of combat, set it to disabled. In combat equals new state. Probably should have just whatever. No wait, in combat does equal exact new state. Bar v equals pop-up type. Pop-up menu. Oh, yeah, sure. submenu in combat. I shouldn't be calling it V. I should be calling it new pop-up menu type theme variation. Come on, you're just changing 4 lines, Visual Studio. You don't need to shit yourself. Okay. No state. In. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. Results, and then it's just on combat state, active state changed, false. On combat active state changed, true. I know I should be commenting a lot more. So okay. So this is going to fix the bug where we're out of combat, but the submenus of this were still red. So because these two are going to be always identical. And I think this in combat, actually, let's find. No, that's. No, there are used. Okay, fine. Have our dungeon, we can use stuff side of it. Have our dungeon party, which has the third-party displays with it. Camera, it has mission. These nodes. These can all go because the combat related entities are now direct children of the combat node, which is also loaded. I'm going to play for a bit and then we what? I've forgotten. This debugger, this is, oh my word. Oh. No, it's just being slow, which is fair enough. Right. I'm going to leave it on this screen so it looks like, you know, it looks cooler. And I'm going to move this BRB screen here. There we go. See you soon. Back. Ugh. Am I? Oh, I'm bloody cold. It's what, -2? -2, or is it a bit? No, it's 3. Okay. Okay, fine. Dungeon, then the creator of the dungeon floor. We've moved our stuff onto here. Right. Dungeon rooms. Now we need a way to get hang on. Before I do that, I want to get the dungeon generator to see where this oh, it's none here. Yes, it is. I have match case on for some reason. Just want to. Oh. Okay. Go back to the start. Right. Wanna get rid of all that because I want this to not show. Generally, I want to signal when the player party changes rooms. So it's oh, okay. Opposite tile to blah 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 is out of bounds. Okay. It's just these then. Close that. Edit. Finding files is out of. Here it is. So this, yeah, it's just when we tile edges and yeah. Depth level, yes, biome, dimensions, rooms, and that's all. Dungeon room is going to be have, you know, a list of tiles. It's in tiles to, yes. Tiles position, surrounding tiles, blah 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 blah. Tiles list wrapper. Oh yeah, this was originally going to inherit from list. But yeah, I did do that. Okay. This wants the spawn table as well. Don't think. Yes, these spawn tables. I don't want to repeat the spawn table for the entire dungeon. So I'm going to do spawn table ID. Just so we know which one to get. Private int spawn table ID. Public monster spawn table. Room spawn table. Get. Where do I keep all the the room spawn tables? I don't think I've specified it. Resources, enemies. Oh, we go. Spawns. Sure. So I'm going to copy this path. Private constant string spawn table directory equals there. That. Then resource loader. Start load. Monster spawn table. Spawn table deer plus that does have a slash. Yes, it does. Dollar spawn table ID dot trez. Give me a string as a file name instead. I don't know. Yeah, I'll make this a string instead, just for the time being. And then if it's I can work out a way to get sort of a spawn table list of all of them and then sort them by ID, we can do that. And then spawn table ID equals value dot resource name. Name. Resource name. This dot trez or ID. ID name? I don't know. Either way, we want to... So here's our spawn table. It's a resource. Export. Private. String name. ID. Right? Godot. Resource unique identifier. Oh, here we go. Resource ID, which is a singleton that manages all unique identifiers within the project. Resource IDs, UID can be accessed by UIDs, blah, 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 blah. Each track of all registered resource UIDs generates new ones and converts between their string and integer representations. Okay. ID has a get ID path. Which is the path with the given UID value first to. Right. And this is different from RID because RIDs do not grant access to the resources that are used by the low-level server classes display, rendering text server. Low-level resource becomes a high-level resource such as textural mesh. See API differences. I think it's just because it's these last two characters are lowercase. Fairly sure. ID from there. There's display server, rendering server, text server. There's resource server. It's got to be a resource server. Resource loader? Can I load from a UID? There's a get resource UID from there. resource UID and see what allows that. These are all static. It's good. So be resource UID got dot get UID path. Get ID path and yeah. Get ID. Where's the get ID? Use text. Remove ID, set ID. RID is a get RID. Overrides return a custom rid when get rid is called. Rid's on here. So yeah, this is going to be get rid is this. High level abstraction of resources stored in the specimen server, so this function will return the original ID. Yes. Then get this. So we need to get a resource by its rid. I think. Returns the ID of the low-leveled resource. So that will get the ID from here, which is an integer. So resource loader get resource UID of string path, but there's no load. Let's load. Hang on. It's so be resource UID stroke get ID path RID dot get ID. I think. Right. So public no, keep it as is. Instead, that. And then load it will be spawn table equals new monster spawn table, but what's a resource loader dot load so what do we need to save? Resource saver, resource importer, resource UID, resource get RID, turns the rid, so server rendering server, yes. Turn the original RID of that. There's no way to. There's got to be a way to load from. Resource format loader? No. Just have resource. It uses the many resource format loaders. Load files into memory and convert them to a format that can be used by the engine. I have to put the files using load. Pre-read automatically by the resource loader singleton. So when a resource from return dependencies is loaded, each file may load as different resource types, so multiple overloads by the engine. Defines your own loader. Be sure to represent documented return types and values. You need to give it a global class name and class name for it to be registered. like built-in ones, it will be automatically loaded. You may also implement a saver. You can also use editor import plugin. Oh. Should do it. Um, Right. This needs to be really rejigged. Because yeah, we're just at this point we're just spawning individual monsters, but that's not going to be the case now. Well, then I think we're going to battle scene test. And then here we go. These levels I'm not entirely good about. Enemy data does have a squad size, doesn't it? It does not. No, that's fine. So it would be, yeah, this is going to be the whole battle scene. Sport. Float. Can I spell correct? Not entirely sure we need to serialize them though. No, these are going to be resources and their items are just going to be exported anyway, so that's going to be fine. Will it weighted probability? I don't know. These are going to be resources. Wait, check references first. There are none. Okay. So cumulative probability equals 0. Target equals randef multiplied by the total probability, blah 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 blah. Right. Items with normalized probability, that's fine. Although that's just unnecessary because we've got the private role item set's probably not going to be not total probability set, then update probability that. And we add a item. Don't think we'll be wanting to do that. Wait, was there a reference to it? No, there isn't. One reference to next, but we will need that. That's fine. Class. Oh yes. So the room has a spawn table, but the spawn tables are going to be generated, which means the dungeon floor needs to have a spawn table. For now, oh no, wait. Dungeon biome has a biome which has the spawn table on here, and it has a bunch of materials as well. Yeah, there's one for rendering and one for the spawn table. That's I don't know if those two should be together. We don't need enemy data. This is fine. Wait. We get a spawn table item next. We're going to need to get the... I need to get at these. I know I probably should just change this enemy front row to a property to begin with, but I don't want to go through the whole headache of... Well, actually, there won't be a one. Yeah, I haven't created any of these anyway, so I can just easily... What about be a way to convert to property? Encapsulate field and use property. That's it, right? Oh. No, this that it generates a property to use it, but it doesn't it doesn't convert the field to the property. Right. This. Then the spawn table next, and then we can actually get the stuff out of there. Like sums up. It'll be all right. Our exploration part is fine. Oh. Not going to show because I haven't got the haven't built the project yet. I have these new classes, or rather have the classes exposed. No. Right, and then scripts, monster spawn table item in here. Ah, here it is. Create a new script. Inherits from. That's going to throw a hissy fit because we don't override the setter. Or maybe not. Oh. Oh yeah, the set's private, that's why. Okay. So yeah, the set will just won't do anything, I'm guessing. Or do I have to set it to protected? Right. Oh. Can't change that. Oh. Sure. Then we can do this for the back row. Enemy levels and enemy squad sizes. Oh dear, enemy squad is also an integer. Right, that's that. Probability we'll leave as is. Oh. Let's go up to resources, spawns, table items. Actually, no. To spawn table item as Mothman underscore 0. Invalid get index, invalid get index, and invalid get index. This is all of them. What? Non-existent function size and base nil. Huh? These are fine. We can just... I think we might want to get rid of the probability on there and instead put them in as a value in the spawn table with the table items being keys. So something like public string ID would be no, it wouldn't. Where's the resource class? It'd just be return its path, right? Resource dot get our ID. Sure. Okay. All these for the time being. Oh shit. Godot dot collections dot dictionary of monster spawn table item float. Items equals. I know I'm commenting out a lot of stuff. This total probability items dot values dot sum. It's fine. Return items where. Fine, we'll do that. I'm second go, which means that on this torn item we can get rid of the probability. Instead they'll be in the other thing. So yeah. Maybe have it so that the levels can scale? I don't know. The squad sizes though, those are still going to be the other thing. If I can move the levels instead, have them scale from. Oh, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's copy the one from our battle scene test, but only the watermelon and the bubba. I think, yeah, sure. Okay, so the party levels are. These don't work, they're all level 1. Let's say Bubba, or maybe just, I don't know, yeah. Actually, just have a Takadachi and Waterman, because Bubba and Bloop and Def Sensei, they're the actual mascots. Katori as well. I suppose you could have Katori as, I don't know. Yeah, Bloop, Bubba and Def Sensei, they're characters. Like, if anything, they'll be bosses. But something like the Watermelon, the Takadachi, maybe the Katori, we'll probably have a go with it. Which leaves 3 monsters. We're going to need more than 3 bog standard monsters. Watermelon. Where were we? Oh yes, this. Table item, instead of just watermelon, the watermelon underscore buckle 0. Let's have No, blah, blah, blah. No. Front row will be 0. Buckle. Wicklow. The watermelon. Enemy levels will probably be 2. Sizes. Each. Probability we're leaving alone because that shouldn't be there. Well, it won't be there after it. I'll just call this next one watermelon 0. Yeah, we can just get rid of the taco. Three by 4 watermelons. Yeah. Actually, I want there to be about 6 for no, for the start off we'll have about 3. And then we can do 6 or whatever. These are 2 each. I'm gonna have them all at level 1 for the time being. And then maybe the further away you get from the start point, the higher the levels get. Something like that. And then we can balance, you know, as we want, as we go along. Sure. Right. Watermelon, yeah. Okay, let's duplicate the watermelon into tackle 0. Just all we have to do is change this tackle. Yeah, 3, and then Kotori 0. Add a Kotori to the back row. Oh, that's, oh shit. Oh. No, it's fine. On. This is just Buckle 0. Buckle 40 0. Then we make ourselves a full-blown spawn table. We'll just call this level 1 for Trez. And I know I've named it wrong. Should be in snake case, as it is with all of them. Right. There's no null monster spawn table. Is okay, fine. Oh, frick! I should have built the whole thing and then, because if I build it now, it's like it might just be because I've renamed all the properties, so it's going to be fuck me. Oh, here we go. Get rid of that. That's that. Okay. Now build it. Oh no, they stay the same. Heavens. Ottoman's fine. Bottom tackle, yes. I want a tres now. Tackle 0. Oh. Oh, you're joking. Of course. Hang on. Dictionary. Oh, there's got to be a way to... C# collections. Here we go. If you need a dictionary where the keys types but not the value, use variant as the value. Oh. Allows restricting the key and value types to variant compatibles. Monster spawn table item is not variant compatible. Ah, crap. Fine. It's got to be a custom. Hang on. Oh no, custom inspector. There is a way to do the inspector plugins. It's set index by users. Making plugins guide to set up your new plugin. Yes. Inspector plugin. Is that? Inspector plugin. Remove inspector plugin. Fine. Using Godot tool. NDiff. Yep. Partial class plugin. Yes, editor plugin. That's added. Must extend the editor inspector plugin class. We had several virtual methods that affect how the inspector handles property. Oh, here we go. To have any effective tool, so it must implement can handle. This includes any resources. Implement for other methods. Here to pass the object causes pass category property methods. To add custom control and an interface to edit properties. Custom widget that replaces the default spin box for a control renders with a button that generates random values. So where's spin box? Where does the spin box happen? Oh. Default spin box control for integers. Random int editor property. Add child property control pressed. If updating current value, current refresh control. Oh dear. Custom widget that replaces the default spin box control. Oh, right. Pass property, we handle properties of type integer. The variant type int. And we add the property editor of this. Oh, I see. Okay, but where does spin box come from? I think it's just this at object if object is a spin box. It's property-based controls control problems. Yeah, for some reason there's a problem with Unity as well. For some reason they don't have good ways to put in dictionaries. I mean, this has to have an compatible type with editor, but yeah, all we've got are these. I think these are all the variants that we have. Can't just drag a taco on and be done with it. Not good. Not good. In a dictionary where the keys type but not the value used variants as the T value generic. What? Allows of restrict the key and values to variant compatible and untyped can be converted to typed by using that. Oh. Okay, whatever. Okay. Export. Private. Monster spawn table item. Spawn. No, these aren't a composition relationship to the object, so they shouldn't have an underscore. Probability IES. Okay. Item. Oh shit. Using system collections generic, yes. C# dictionary. The constructors. iDictionary, that the enumerable of key value pairs, an iQuality comparer, int with capacity, iDictionary, that enumerable key value pairs, dictionary of TQ. Okay. Or spawn table items dot length output dot add spawn table items, and I know it's the wrong type. Spawn table items I spawn table properties I. This is probably why I put the probabilities in the item to begin with. But that's not going to work if I'm going to want to make it so more monsters more likely to go in each room. There you have a sort of, I don't know, probability modifiers for each room and that. Yeah, actually, if I want to make it so that that a certain, like, say, I don't know, a mini boss spawns only in its lair, then you add everybody to, trash mobs, mini bosses, law boss, and all. You add it to the same table, except for the bosses, they have a base of 0, and each dungeon room would have a sort of an override, so that, yeah, gotta be a way to spawn rate. I don't know. Return output. Whew. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit tired. I think I'll just go for. I might just go for. All these items just. I renamed it manually, just so that I have to check what it is. So here we're getting, instead of update probability, it's going to be spawn table probabilities dot sum, instead of having to create the dictionary and and then again which means I can just get rid of this. I think everything else on these can go. Okay, that's how what's the spawn table, and then okay. Oh, yeah. No, I don't want to get a new one. This clear. Okay. Alright. First one, null. And yeah. Oh. Okay. Sure. Then 0. Taco watermelon taco. Then null will be 60, which lets us do 10, 10, 10. Or rather 40. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and then we could just do 4, 1, 1, 1, 1, but I'm an idiot. Right. That's sorted. I'm going to. Alright. Oh, yeah, I need to spawn the damn things. Dungeon rooms. Where are the dungeon rooms? This. Here. No, the dungeon floor is what we want to get at. Clear these. The biome has been set, which is the dungeon generator biome. Go into here, but it's a spawn table on. Yeah, if this biome's going to be reused, then we will need to put in level scaling. Okay, for now, yeah, we'll just have it as is. Room size down to 9. We have our biome. Do we? Does the dungeon generator, does that set the biome, or? Yes, it does. So the dungeon gets generated, right? We've added our rooms. Public void spawn monsters. Right, so we do have a list of rooms over here. Add room, rooms.add, yes. Then for each bar room in rooms. Also, we need a spawn timer. We'll give it 5 minutes. Yes. Public. Float. Spawn timer. Get set equals 5 multiplied by 60, which is 300. 6 by 5, 30. Yeah, 300. You can tell. Bloody tired I am. Where's the spawn timer? On time. Ah, yes. Private timer underscore spawn timer. If tiles is null, then that. Then, oh yes. Spawn timer equals new timer. Add child spawn timer. Spawn monsters. Room dot monsters equal. Hang on. Room dot enemy party equals biome dot space spawns. Next, which is monster step next dot get no room dot set enemy party using this spawn table item, and then you can get from there. And if it's null, then have nothing, and then if it's still in there, then yeah, we'll go like that. Catch 2. No, I haven't watched the previous things leading up to it. What am I doing? Room set enemy party base spawns next. Yes. That should be that. Except we'll need to get the player exploration. Which means I'll need to get the dungeon in the parent class. Which means, yeah, so the dungeon's here, and then we'll need to keep a reference to the party on it. Okay. We'll generate this method. That. And I might just stream again. Have a really early night and then just stream again really early in the morning. I don't know. Yeah, just feeling extremely tired for some reason. I'll do this. I'll put the current monsters in the inhabiting the party, and then I'll take a nap. So the battle scene test, how does it populate? So it's this here. We have the enemy front row, the enemy levels, and then the enemy squad sizes, but these need to be stored. Which means that the spawn table item needs to be stored. But then I also need to store the current health and current energies then of the how am I gonna play this? For now, I'm just going to assume that we're going to forget about serializing and deserializing them. But in the future, I do want to What the hell are these two? Why did I put these two in? Get border tiles with room. Oh, right. Yeah. So if I give this into room, it gives the two tiles that are adjacent. I think. But I think I must have done something else. Because, yeah. They're not referred to at all. Okay. Can I put this up here? Does it screw around with the stream? So, battle scene tests on my own thing and just want to look at on spawn button pressed. Okay. Okay. Then I want to set the enemy party so right, public void on spawn button. But this adds it to the combat, but I need to store the enemy. Okay. I don't think it should keep a reference to the biome, nor should it have a monster spawn table. No. I'm gonna... Oh. The only reference to this is in the serialized, deserialized, so I think we can safely ignore this. Question mark? Public. Monster spawn table item. Current enemies. Get set. Now. So this has... The monster spawn table item has... a front row, a back row, levels and sizes. So the total size would be, or the total amount of squads would be this. But I don't want the amount of squads, I want the amount of individual entities. So public int total entities entity count enemy squad sizes dot sum. Go. 100 rooms into their current enemies. Yes. So we need to have public float current enemy health. And then might need to put in public entity modifier. That'd be a 2D array. So these should only be set when we leave the room, when we flee the room. Although we'll probably do that a lot later. So, monster table item, current enemies. So, when we set our enemy party, current enemies equals monster table spawn item. Current enemy health equals new float of length current enemies dot total entity count. Same with the energy. Current enemy modifiers will be a new float array of gain current enemies dot total enemy count and entity count. Or is it the other way? Oh. Or it could just, you know, cannot convert type. Of course. Yeah, okay. For current enemies dot total entity count. Current enemy health. No. I don't want to set entities. No, wait. If we have the entities anyways, then we just put them in combat and then out of combat. The enemy. So I don't want a spawn item. Instead, what I want instead is because that enemy party is not a singleton, but the combat is. So what I can do is that I can swap the enemy parties in and out of combat, in and out of the enemy party slots. That's going to be a much better way of doing it. It does mean, though, that I'm going to have a lot of nodes loaded in memory, but there's not much I can do about that. It might be that it might be that we could just, I don't know, write all the enemy parties to disk and then load them to and from, but I don't know. I think we might have to do it like Minecraft, have it in chunks. Like, all rooms within a given radius from the player's party are loaded into memory and the rest are stored on disk. But that's if, I suppose, that's only really going to be it's only going to be an issue if our floors are like, you know, several hundred tiles wide. We'll keep it as is for now. Yeah, and if people are running out of memory, then we'll have to take a look at chunking. But oh well. Currently enemy parties, current enemies get set. This all needs to serve. Alright. Enemy. No. Current enemies equals new enemy party. Oh, if we are despawning them, then we want to if 90 if current enemies. Why did I put the exclamation point there? Current enemies is not null, then current enemies dot q3. So that node is on, then so the node's being queued for nothing, and then I think we might be better if we introduced a constructor to the enemy party and then from monster table spawn out, and then you can just generate one from there. And then we add child current. So the tiles are currently children of them, but we can also have the enemy party as it. So when... Oh no, but that would be... But then oh no, we're gonna have to put them in the tree somehow. We'll have to reparent them as soon as the... Yeah. So the current enemies would have a thing, but, well, they're not in combat. They'll be children of the dungeon room. However, when they are in combat, they get reparented to combat node. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Add child current enemies. Right. Which lets us generate a constructor. So, enemy party. Why are they in the... Fuck off. Why are they below properties? Why does it generate here? Right. Excuse me. Squads equals new Godot collector's array of enemy squads. Oh. Okay, fine. Godot Eraser. I think I only put this in because enemy squads are nodes, and for some reason the editor doesn't like, or it might have been in 4.2, I'm not sure. Array base, array from, act byte array from. There's no way to set it. In which case you want to set its size to no. Okay, you can add, append. Yeah, we're gonna have to append. Right. $10 because we're having a maximum of 10 squads. It's gonna be way more than enough. Squads. Not append. New. enemy squad. If monster spawn table item dot enemy front row dot length, if I is less than 5 and one enemy's length is less than I, then squad equals new enemy squad. Squad on there. Squad dot set from enemy data onto the spawn table item dot enemy front row I. Yes. On spawn table item dot enemy levels I onto the spawn table item dot enemy squad sizes I. Yeah. Then else if I is greater than or equal to 5 and monster spawner table item dot enemy back row dot length is less than I minus 5, then we copy paste this except for back row. Bar idx equals I minus 5. Just stick idx in here. Oh, no, because this is going to change. Right. Let me write some stuff down. Right. Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Tick tick cross tick cross. Front row length would equal 2. Back row length equals 1. So it would be 5 minus the front row length. 1, 2, 3. Yes. Okay. Our IDX equals be I minus what's the spawn table item dot enemy front row dot length try that again. Hang on. If there's one. Yeah, that needs to go back by 4. That I minus 4. Because then we're at 5 minus 1. Then it goes to 2. Yes, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I minus 0. So we want 5. 0, 0, 0, x, x. 1, 2. 5, oh, yeah. So it'd be I minus, not the length, but 5 minus the length. Yeah, 5 minus 2 is 3, 5 minus 1 is 4, 5 minus 5, 0, yes. Okay, that's that. Squad set from enemy data onto there, so back row onto there, squad.append squad. I would use insert, but there isn't an insert. Or is there? Isn't. No. Doesn't look like it. Assign. Oh, no. Get types built in, get type class name, get type script. No. Okay. So we've got the squads in here. Experience beats fine, inact fine. Squad set from enemy data on there, it's fine. Does that. Which I think that's it. Where's the. There's on spawn button pressed is. Yeah. Add enemy squad to the parties, but here, the add enemy squad, if we go here, press that, add enemy squad is just enemy party.set squad from data. Don't build. I hit F12, not F11. Jeez. And at the end, you need to synchronize. Why is that? Or maybe not. Where's synchronize come from? I think it's in combat. Is it in combat? Whatever. Show me your secrets, combat. Battle scene test is here. Where is it? Did we open it? Then enemy party.synchronize. Oh, it's the displays. Oh, in that case, I don't need to. Well, I do need to do it later, but not now. Current enemies equals new enemy party of that. Add shell current enemies. That's good. Get border tiles, move, get border positions. Okay, fine. That, I think, is that. However, so that's spawning the enemies. And then this here. Is this the only thing we need to, yeah, it's the only thing we need to set in. So if it's a null monster spawn table item, so all of these will be 0. So var squad equals, so your var squad equals new enemy squad. I is less than 5, and enemy and monster spawn table enemy length, which is 0, is less than 1, so that's not going to put in enemy because 0 is less than I minus 5, is greater than equal to 5, and then, yeah, that 0 is not less than 0, so this doesn't get put in. Score start append. So if it's a null item, then it should just initialize an empty party, which is what we want. Okay. I mean, it might having to load some other stuff from memory, but I don't know. We'll leave it as is for now. So back to the dungeon. Just need to sort of have the party talk to the dungeon. In which room is it in? And I'll have a stab at it. Then I'll go away in 10 minutes. So public. No. Private player exploration party. Player party. Get node type player exploration party. It's called party now. This player, get rid of everything except the dungeon and the player exploration. Or we'll keep dungeon floor as well. Player exploration is. Does it have a position? It does have a grid position, which is okay. These are both passed in by reference, so that's not too much of a problem. In which case, no. Have a signal when it moves, and then if we move, then the dungeon will check if we've switched rooms or not, and then if so, reload or reload the party, the enemy party. On moved event handler. To I new position. Move that position equals stop position. Let me okay. 50 moving equals false. That's moving on here. Public or moving get underscore moving set when we've stopped moving. You'll want to emit a signal if, hang on. Ah. No, because this moving thing, it's going to play on the nudge animation. So moving is true. Then that's a position. It's not target position, but if it is target position, then do that. And if it is not position, then that. So this should not set moving to true, which I think is probably probably going to be the old thing. In which case, how's the exploration party? Because the nudge, if we're moving the whole thing with the nudge animation, no, it's just the camera. We're just moving the camera. That's so. I don't think that moving equals true. T-move equals T-move is greater than or equal to false. Then if we are moving T-move equals now to position, it's not the target position, then okay. I think we've got some. Moving equals false. And then emit signal that we have. But not here, because this we're just returning whatever. Yeah. We're just rotating, we haven't actually changed our position in any meaningful way. Well, we haven't changed our position at all. Signal name dot on moved. Should just be party moved instead of on moved. Grid position. Party on there. Get rid of this. Don't need it. The moving false, and then we emit signal when the party's moved. When we stopped moving, that's all well and good. Then public no override ready their party dot on moved party moved plus equals their party moved. Instead we're going to call it on party moved if current floor dot get room at rooms add room get adjoining rooms. Okay, get room at new position is not equal to current room, then current room equals equals this. If room is not equal to current room, then current room equals room. And then we'll need to if, 'cause, 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 ' Not implement an exception. To do load enemy party that in new room. Let's get room at. We can generate a method, so it'll give a dungeon room. Yes, it's public. Does Dungeon Tile have a room in it? It does. Okay. It does. So, tile at. Return. Get tile at. New position. Dot room. These are set when we generate them, right? I'm gonna go take a look in Dungeon Tile and just make sure that this is actually referred to. 21 of them. Return blah blah blah. Surrounding adult room done. Surrounding adult room. 50 adult room equals yes, it is set. Dungeon Tile get tile out. I'm not there. Dungeon Tile get room out there. If going to room is zoomed. Okay. Like I said, I'm probably going to have an early night and then stream very early in the morning if I have any more luck. I'm going to say this right eventually. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day wherever you are. Ta-ta for now.